Did you ever wonder if Hollywood's golden boy Kevin Hart is pulling his own strings? Today, we're diving deep into the Hollywood scene as Katt Williams exposes Kevin Hart as Hollywood's biggest puppet.
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at
Get ready for a wild ride as we unpack Williams' bold claims about Hart's success and the alleged strings being pulled behind the scenes. Are fame and fortune a puppet show in Tinseltown? A juicy feud has been simmering between stand-up comics Kevin Hart and Katt Williams. Williams has made biting remarks about Hart in interviews, dissecting his comedic chops and even challenging him to a comedy battle. Williams harbors resentment over Hart's massive Hollywood success. In Williams' view, Hart is an industry puppet undeserving of fame, whereas he considers himself the true trailblazing talent.
I made a bad error in judgment and put myself in an environment where only bad things can happen, and they did. And in doing that, I know that I'm going to hurt the people closest.
However, Hart supporters feel Williams unfairly criticizes him out of jealousy and frustration over his own career struggles. Katt Williams has been vocal lately in interviews and comedy sets about his disdain for Kevin Hart's brand of mainstream comedy. Williams mocks Hart as having mediocre talent propped up by industry executives, whereas he views himself as an edgier, more authentic urban comic. However, fans of Hart push back against Williams' constant digs, feeling he unfairly derides Hart out of bitterness and professional envy. They argue Hart earned his success through sheer hustle and versatility rather than industry manipulation. For Williams, true genius in comedy requires improvisational fiery skill honed on that stage. Hart, in his eyes, is merely a manufactured personality that entertainment executives have artificially elevated. But Hart's defenders points to his undeniable work ethic, business acumen, and connection with audiences as key to his ascendance. This ongoing friction between Williams and Hart thus highlights a philosophical divide over comedy's essence. For Williams, spontaneous sharp wit defines excellence. For Hart, the ability to engage audiences across mediums marks success. As the bigger star, Kevin Hart mostly brushes off Katt Williams' attack and shade. However, he has clapped back on occasion when Williams goes too far. Some argue Hart should ignore the hostility, as reacting gives more oxygen to the negativity. Others say remaining silent allows unfair criticism to go unchallenged. There are merits to both sides of how celebrities should handle feuds. Hart must find the right balance between defending himself while not feeding an ugly dynamic. Privately reaching out to understand Williams' perspective could help, but seems unlikely given their bad blood. For Hart's brand, taking the high road may be the wisest. Some argue Hart should always ignore Williams' vitriol, as reacting gives increased attention and validity to the negativity. They contend rising above is the smartest public relations approach. However, others believe not responding allows unfair assaults on his character to stand unchecked. In truth, no perfect approach exists. Hart must find the right balance between defending his reputation against the worst excesses while not getting bogged down in petty point scoring. Taking the high road guards his image, but explaining his perspective at times may be warranted. Realistically, though, the bad blood between them likely precludes earnest private dialogue. For Hart's brand, projecting class and maturity in the face of hostility with selective responses when absolutely necessary is probably the wisest. It denies oxygen while still establishing boundaries. Several theories attempt to explain Katt Williams' beef with Kevin Hart compared to other contemporary comedians. Some speculate Williams presents Hart becoming the new face of black comedy in mainstream Hollywood. Others propose he envies Hart breaking out from stand-up into movies, TV, and brand endorsements. Another view is Williams believes he pioneered the blueprint for urban comedy that Hart later capitalized on. There also appears to be a generational component, as veteran Williams may disapprove of Hart's rapid acceleration to stardom without toiling as long. A perception that Hart did not properly pay respects to his comedic forebears could factor into Williams' grievances. While roasting fellow comics is part of the comedy tradition, Katt Williams' digs at Kevin Hart increasingly feel more mean-spirited than playful. He mocked Hart's height, dismissed his talent, and insulted his integrity. Williams also ignorantly criticized Hart's friendship with Tiffany Haddish, prompting Hart to defend her. There's a fine line between funny rivalries and just meanness. One proposed solution is that Kevin Hart and Katt Williams collaborate on a project together to mend fences. The theory is working jointly toward a common goal could build mutual understanding that diffused their feuding. Williams himself originally envisioned the idea of a battle between them, suggesting some desire to test their talents head-to-head. However, their animosity runs so deep that cooperation seems unlikely. They appear fundamentally incompatible personality-wise at the stage. Collaborating requires vulnerability that neither seem capable of sharing in this charged climate. Still, we can dream of a world where even the fiercest rivals find peace. For Kevin Hart, Katt Williams' situation poses a dilemma between correcting misrepresentations about himself but not amplifying negativity. Totally ignoring unfair criticism sounds reasonable but actually festers. Occasional level-headed responses grounded in facts but devoid of insults could assert truth while taking the high road. Setting firm boundaries around discussing the issue could limit it hijacking his focus. Kevin's Hart refusal to re-apologize for homophobic jokes despite backlash strikes many as coldly dismissive. However, he may view directly rehashing the issue as kowtowing to so-called cancel culture pressure versus exhibiting genuine growth. There are merits to both strategies. A fresh direct apology could heal hurt and reflect evolution, showing maturity. But re-apologizing also risks insincerity if reiterated involuntarily. Perhaps an act supporting LGBTQ communities independent of past drama may ultimately speak louder. For Hart, projecting confidence and letting his positive actions define him makes sense given his brand. But empathizing more with a fan's cause could help smooth tensions. This saga offers cautionary tales for both Kevin Hart and Katt Williams about ego, jealousy, and understanding. Success blinds us from feeling others struggle. Williams could gain perspective by appreciating Hart's work ethic despite resentment. Hart could lend a hand to rising comics like Williams once did. Peers are not enemies, but allies on parallel paths. There is space for diverse styles in comedy. Beneath the bluster lies insecurity. What looks like confidence masks whispers of self-doubt. Their skirmish reveals universal themes about handling envy, criticism, and conflict. May we remember that building others up bears sweeter fruit than tearing down, and unity will always nurture more joy than division. As we wrap up this eye-opening journey into the shadows of Hollywood, Katt Williams' revelations about Kevin Hart being the industry's biggest puppet leave us with more questions than answers. If you found this expose as intriguing as we did, don't forget to hit that like button to show your support to us. Subscribe to our channel for more unfiltered insights into the world of celebrities and share it with your friends. Your support fuels our quest for the truth. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next video.